Pivoting just a little bit, recognizing you're on the corporate side of the business, not the sovereign side, wanted to ask you to reflect on the fact that another agency just last month downgraded the U.S. government. You, of course, did that, I think, a decade prior. So we're way out in front of that at S&P. But it's topical to think about implications of the very polarized political environment that the U.S. is in, particularly as we're facing down potential government shutdown in just a few weeks, and that's starting to really come into focus. And there's a view in many corners that the trajectory of U.S. government debt is unsustainable. Can you talk about S&P's views on that particular topic and how that may flow back into corporate ratings?
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm not a sovereign analyst, but I do interact with our sovereign team a lot, and I'm on the credit conditions committee, as you mentioned in my intro. So I will say that our sovereign team did affirm the rating in March, and we are at AA+. It was 12 years ago that we cut the rating. It's a stable outlook, so there's no signs that rating is at risk. The sovereign team will tell you, and I've heard them speak about it many, many times, that these types of showdowns, with whether it's a debt ceiling or a government shutdown, have happened many, many times, and they'll happen, and there'll always be noise around it. The shutdown, in particular, I think is giving us less pause than the debt ceiling shutdown, which got pretty close. But even through that, the primary analyst and the sovereign team was pretty cool and collected, and they said it'll get worked out. The shutdown, there may be a shutdown. The economic implications of that will have to be closely watched, and our economists will talk about it. But in terms of the risk to the rating, by far the base case is that it will get worked out in time for any kind of credit impact on the U.S. Of course, there are issues with the amount of indebtedness and the rising borrowing costs that all governments are facing now, given that indebtedness. But the outlook on the rating is stable, so not an area of concern.